Yo, what's cracking, fellas? dwallthedon, and today we got some new content in NBA 2K21. We got some idols cards. Today we're doing something I don't normally do. We're just going over the cards real quick. I mean, it's idols, nice and quick. And today's drop, I think it might be the best idols drop so far, but we got to see the cards first before, we go to our final conclusion. But first we got Nikola Jokic right here. Now, Jokic, this card's going to be glitchy. He can play center and point guard. I mean, Jokic, he had the Opal earlier in the year from Age of Heroes, and I believe also like Flash. And I mean, that card, a pretty nice card. I mean, he's got 69 Hall of Fame badges and 4 gold. Fortunately, this card is going to be impossible to get because he is the lock-in for the Idols Series 3 thing. But I mean, if you can get him, I mean, this card is going to be a beast. Here's just the stats right here. He's legit 99 everything. If not, I don't think he has anything below a 96. So the lowest thing he has is a 97 in a couple of defensive stats. I mean, it's not going to feel any different though. So I mean, this card, basically perfect. No steady shooter, but he's not missing a badge besides steady shooter. He's Hall of Fame on everything, and then gold Giant Slayer. I don't even think Giant Slayer can even affect him because I believe it's only on like 6 inches taller than him. So I mean, if he's on like Yao Ming, I guess it'll be in effect. And Teardropper, no one goes for floaters, so tight handles, I guess you might want that on off, but same with off-ball pass. But I mean, this card looks pretty nice. Here's the signatures real quick. He's got 38. Wait, he has 38. I didn't realize that. He normally hasn't had his old release was actually pretty good. But I mean, they gave him 38, so this card is basically gonna be like a better Eddie Curry. I mean, got slasher dribble style. I don't might just be I don't know what the dribble styles exactly are on big men, but hey, I see a lot of Pro 2s and Pro 3s, so this card looks pretty nice. Let's head into card number 2. We got Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway's card. I like Penny Hardaway. He's a 6'7" point guard, so I mean, automatically he's usable. 64 Hall of Fame badges, and jeez, he's invincible. He's 99 like everything. I mean, he's got good badges. Only gold corner specialist. Looks pretty nice. Okay. I like this Penny Hardaway card so far. He's got 75. If that's the jump shot he usually has, I actually like Penny Hardaway's jumper. It's pretty nice on very quick. Back 2K19 before there was the quicker jump shot speeds, pretty slow but easy to time. Now, if it's the one he's had earlier this year, it's a pretty nice jumper, so be happy with it. He's got the quick dribble style, which is a nice dribble style to have. So, obviously makes the dribbling feel very quick. So, I mean, you got a lot of Pro 2s. So, Pro 4. Yeah, this card's gonna be pretty nice. I'd say he's a cop. If you can get Penny Hardaway, might as well get him. He's a nice card, good point guard, decent height. So I mean, you need a point guard card that's good and has height. Penny Hardaway, pretty nice. Let's head into this card. This card right here. This card I think might be one of the best cards in the set. We got Dark Matter Jonathan Isaac. Now, if you guys saw obviously earlier this year, we had this card right here, the fan favorites one, and that card, very good card. He wasn't insanely expensive. He's probably less than 20k right now, and when he first came out, he was still like maybe 40, 50k, not a whole lot of MT. And I mean, he can shoot 3-ball, he can play good defense, and I mean, he's got long wingspan, long height, good player build. I mean, stats-wise, this card looks nice. Good 3-pointer, 25 shot IQ. Okay. I mean, he's got good speed, good defense, inside scoring. He's got a good drive and dunk, good speed. I mean, this card's nice. I mean, he has a good amount of finishing badges too. I mean, the only ones he has on gold are really, big man finishing badges. I mean, I guess the Lob City finisher could be important. I like to throw up some lobs, so but still, it's gold. Doesn't really matter. No putback boss, which, I mean, that always helps, especially because, triple threat, I might run him as a big man just because he can guard basically anyone, so, I mean, might as well. And he's got basically every shooting badge, no deep fades or ice and veins, but I mean, you don't need those. I mean, deep fades for post fades, and I'm rarely ever shooting post fades, and ice and veins and free throws, and I mean, I don't really play unlimited, and still then it doesn't even matter that much. Playmaking badges though, only gold dimer, which that's always on Hall of Fame, but you know what? This card looks pretty nice, and they give him a new release or anything. Jump shot 70, I believe that's the thing he usually has. His jumper is pretty nice. It's always one that's relatively easy to time. I don't know if his other one was on very quick. I want to say it was just on quick. I actually want to just check real quick. Just because, okay, no, it was on very quick. So, okay, so this card is basically going to be just a better version of, his Opal. So, if you guys, I think this card, if he's not too expensive, I think he's a definite cop. I mean, this card looks like he's going to be a beast. Here we got Brandon Roy. Now, Brandon Roy, I'm usually a big fan of Brandon Roy cards. This one can play shooting guard and point guard, so you already know this card's going to be pretty nice. 56 Hall of Fame badges, 4 gold. Good three-pointer. I mean, all the cards in this set look juiced, though. I mean, there's sometimes, we get Opals, Dark Matters. They don't have the best stats in some categories, but I mean, Isaac and Brandon Roy, they look pretty nice so far. He's got a good drive and dunk. I mean, he's got stats you want to see from a card at this point. Finishing badges. Okay, he's got all those. He's just missing some big man ones, but he's got all shooting badges except steady shooter. No steady shooter cards yet today, though. I don't know if that'll change when we go, later into the cards. We go into the 3 Opals, but none so far. He's got basically every playmaking badge. So, I mean, he's a guard. You don't really need Dream Shake or Post Spin Technician. But actually, I do like Post Spin Technician. I think that just works on regular spins holding LT too, which sometimes, you do that deep mid-range or something and it can help. So, maybe that's a little important, but still. No defensive lead. Okay, he's missing that. And post move lockdown, I feel like still maybe not as important. Same with rim protector. Still nice to have on a guard, especially a taller one, just in case he ever gets switched on. So he's missing some of those, but I like his cards. He's got Trey Burke, upper Kobe, very quick. He's got some nice dribble moves, quick dribble style. So this card, I think, will be pretty nice. Is he a cop though? He might be. I mean, there's a lot of good point guards in the game, but Brandon Roy, if you guys like, DeMar DeRozan, Bailey Howell, Tracy McGrady, any card with Trey Burke's release, this card is gonna be a nice card. So, I think this card, I'm gonna give him a cop. I think he's a nice card. I think he's a usable point guard in the game, but obviously the gameplay will have to be the real test. But now we got Brook Lopez. Now Brook Lopez, I'm actually excited for this card. This card could be a beast. Brook Lopez going off in the NBA playoffs right now. Game 1 just wrapped up as of yesterday, and Phoenix is up. And Brook Lopez, he was doing pretty good for Milwaukee, so he's got a good three-pointer. Inside scoring the card is going to be pretty nice. Only an 80 drive and dunk. Wish that could be a little higher just so it's more effective, but you know what? Let's see. Okay, playmaking. Does not have the 86 ball handle, which you'd like to see, and the speed of ball. Wish it was higher, but it is Brook Lopez. Good speed for, I guess, for a big man. I don't know. At this stage in the game, you'd want it to be a little higher, because there's cards like Bol Bol we're getting, which even Bol Bol's recent cards not even a center, but you got cards like Wiseman, Eddie Curry, which I would instantly take over this Brook Lopez card. But his defense, not good perimeter defense, which it would be nice to have a center with decent perimeter defense at this point of the year. He's got 92 rebounding. Finishing badges though: back down Punisher, cross-key scorer, pick and roller, putback boss. He is missing like every finishing badge. He has no consistent finisher, contact finisher, fancy footwork, which I guess will automatically help. No fast break finisher, no lob city finisher, no pro touch relentless finisher, no showtime, no slithery finisher. He's missing like every single important finishing badge. So in the paint, you gotta be careful with this card. He's got like every shooting badge though, so he's gonna be a beast there. Playmaking. What's he missing? No handles for days, so obviously you're not going to be cooking with him. No angle breaker, no space creator. He's basically missing all the dribbling playmaking badges, besides like unpluckable, quick first step, stop and go. They give this like everybody. Then defensively, he's got everything. But I don't know. This Brook Lopez, Brook Lopez's base is a very nice base. This is one that like Bol Bol has, Porzingis. It's a good big man release. But I mean, do you want that card just for the release? He's not the best stats wise. He's not going to be as glitchy as Porzingis and Bol Bol. So I don't know. I mean, this card can go either way. You know, he has the Brook Lopez release, but that's kind of the thing about the card. It's just the Brook Lopez release. He's not going to be able to dribble. He doesn't have one of those skinny builds. He doesn't get those glitchy animations. It's Brook Lopez at the end of the day. So I think the gameplay test is going to be the true determining factor. But I don't know. This card might be a drop. I mean, I think you can get him, but I don't know. Some of these stats are questionable, and the lack of finishing badges and no showtime at this point of the year is kind of like you need it in a card. So Brook Lopez, I don't know, but we gotta do a gameplay test on him, see if he is. Terry Rozier, this card's interesting. He's only a 6'1" point guard, so I mean, our right away, I mean, this card just does not seem like he's gonna be it, but you never know. I mean, obviously he's gonna have good shooting. I mean, he's got pretty decent inside stats. I mean, no post moves, standing dunk. He's a 6'1" guard. No one's expecting that. Good playmaking stats, though. We got good athleticism. I mean, defensively, he's got a perimeter, interior D. You know, I always like it to be higher, but I mean, it's Terry Rozier. I think it doesn't matter anyway if you gave him interior just because of how small he is. But let's take a look at the badges. Okay, he's basically got all the ones you want for a guard. Hall of Fame Showtime. Okay, he's got. Is he our first steady shooter? Yeah, he's our first steady shooter card, which, you know what? I don't think that's awfully bad for this card because, I mean, he's smaller, so the shots are gonna get contested more easily. So steady shooter on him, maybe not a bad thing to have. He's got every playmaking badge that you want from him, though. And what's he missing on defense? No defensive leader, which, you know, I like having defensive leader on players, but you really only need it on one person on your team. I just like seeing the percentages when I'm using the player, so kind of a reason. A rim protector, which is always nice, just switching on. But okay, Terry Rozier's card might be nice. Let's take a look at his jumper. He's got jump shot 107. That's the one he normally has. I mean, the jumper's not awful or anything, but I mean, he's gonna have good dribble moves. Every card at this point of the year does. It's a guard. I mean, they're all pretty similar. There's not really any. I mean, maybe you got like Pro 5 instead of like Pro 3 or something like that. Something small like that. But this card, I don't know. I think he's a drop. You know, Terry Rozier. You know, the card's good stats wise, but height wise and just is Terry Rozier. I don't know this card. I got to do a gameplay on him to see what he truly is, but I don't know. I mean, the height is always a big thing, so you never know. But anyway, we got our last card to wrap up the vid. We got Ray Allen. Now, Ray Allen, this card, he might be pretty nice. Let's see the stats, though. He's got 98 3-ball. I mean, that's expected. It's Ray Allen. You know there's going to be a high three-pointer. You get a 90 drive and dunk, which was a little bit higher. I mean, Ray Allen, people forget. He can throw down some nice slams. You know, always known for shooting, but I mean, early days, athletic. Don't forget that. But let's see, we got good playmaking, which I mean, you got the 86 ball handle, really all that matters. We got decent speed. I mean, the defense, pretty nice. It's all above 90, so. We'll see the badges, though. Finishing, only gold showtime, which is, I mean, it's better than no showtime. But what else do he have? He has no lob city finisher, but he's got acrobat. He has slithery finisher and cross key scorer, fast break finisher on gold, which he had those on Hall of Fame, but I mean, not hate. And then he's got like every Hall of Fame shooting badge, that's expected. Playmaking, of course, we got majority of those. Missing tight handles, break starter is always nice to have. Just you get a steal with them. I mean, you can throw down a nice pass, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not even noticeable, or just so many cards have it at this point, it doesn't feel noticeable. But I don't think that's gonna be anything too big. And then we got some nice badges. Okay, Ray Allen. I think this card could be a beast for cheap. He's got Ray Allen's base, which Ray Allen's base, one of the best bases in the game. I mean, it's one that's really easy to time. Like Christian Wood has it. Obviously, Ray Allen does. I'm trying to think of more cards that have his base, but I mean, it's always a nice base. So you know what? We have a Ray Allen card, and I think this card will be pretty nice. He's got some good dribble moves in Pro 7. I don't know which one that is, but I mean, you know what? I don't think it will matter too much. Maybe it does. His moving crossover. don't really see people doing a whole lot of crossover. Nah, because I think that would apply to more stuff. Pro 7, though, it's a pro, so I mean, obviously it's going to be decent. And I mean, Ray Allen's release is a nice release. I think this card's a cop. It depends on the price. I mean, he's going to be pretty cheap. I'd say he'd be under 20k, maybe 15k. I don't know. It kind of depends, concerning this is Idols and it's a Wednesday drop, not as big as the Friday drops. But you know what? This card is pretty nice. I know he already has the Dark Matter with Enshrined, but I mean, if you can't get that card, and that card already pretty cheap, I mean, might as well just get his Opal. His Opal is very nice. They've kind of done that in this Idol set. They've just put down lower variants of cards that already have a Dark Matter, but you know, here are all the cards right here. These are all the cards that dropped today. And let's just go a quick overview real quick. We got Jokic. That's a cop if you can lock him in. I mean, it costs a lot, but I mean, if you got the MT, might as well lock it in. Card's gonna be nice. Penny Hardaway. Card will be pretty nice. He'll be able to compete with the top point guards. You know, he's got a good release. Be able to play like that. Jonathan Isaac. This card is gonna be a beast. You're gonna be seeing this ran a lot. He's basically just an upgraded version of his Opal. So I mean, if you have his Opal, sell him, get the new one, get the Dark Matter. Cards be nice. Brandon Roy, this card, you know what? I don't know. I think we'll be seeing a decent amount of him just because Brandon Roy kind of has a history of being nice in 2K. So, you know, maybe we just see this card being good. I don't know though. I've just seen the stats, don't know how to actually play. So I think that card might be nice. Brook Lopez, I mean, he kind of just has the Brook Lopez release. Stats-wise, card is missing, you know, a few badges, and also has some stats that I wish were higher. So this card, it kind of depends. I mean, you could get him, but I feel like there's better options with his release, even if you want to get a card with Brook Lopez's base. Terry Rozier, this card I don't think will be too bad, but I mean, he is 6'1" at the end of the day, so that's always a big factor. And he just doesn't have a crazy good base, which I think his release is nice, if I do remember, if it's the same one he has on his pink diamond. And then Ray Allen has Ray Allen's base, so I mean, you know, he's gonna be a nice card. But all these cards, I think this is the best Idols drop so far. We got a whole bunch of nice cards. We got this Jonathan Isaac card, which I think is gonna be fun to try out. But I mean, a pretty good video, not gonna lie. But if you guys made this far, hit the like. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.